Coming up on DMPS-TV News, Senator Tom Harkin, Governor Branstad, and delegates from Russia have all visited schools within the district recently. See what after-school program has the Lieutenant Governor's face lighting up. And Harding Middle School students helped feed starving people around the world. Stay tuned for all of these stories and more. Hi, and welcome to this edition of DMPS-TV News. I'm your host, Brittany Gamble. Walnut Street Elementary School held an opening ceremony to welcome 4 Russian education delegates visiting from a sister city. The relationship between Stavropol and Des Moines is a partnership between the Des Moines Sister City Commission, Drake University, and Des Moines Public Schools that provided the opportunity for the two cities to learn about each other. Of the 4 visiting Russian delegates, there was a city administrator, a principal, vice principal, and an English teacher. During their week-long stay, they visited 8 schools within the district, gave a presentation at Drake University, and stayed with host families. Morris Elementary welcomed their own guest of honor as Governor Branstad and Lieutenant Governor Reynolds paid a visit and read to the entire 5th grade class. Upon their arrival, 2 5th grade students gave Branstad and Reynolds a brief tour of the school. The students led them to the library where they sat down and read a book to the students and answered questions.
Mrs. Miller invited us to come in and read to her 5th grade class. Well, actually, they expanded it to other 5th grade classes as well. So we were in the library here and we read. But we also got a chance to visit with the students about our experience as governor and lieutenant governor, and also working with local governments. And then we just answered questions from the students, and it was great. They listened really well and they had a lot of good questions.
Morris Elementary made Branstad and Reynolds honorary Morris Bison by giving them school sweatshirts to take home. Morris Elementary wasn't the only stop for Lieutenant Governor Reynolds. She visited Hoyt Middle School to see Nightlight Robotics, an after-school program designed to provide students with hands-on experiments that take place once a week for 15 weeks. Each student will build a light-emitting diode nightlight from start to finish. This unique program provides various educational opportunities for students as they experiment with light and color, compute mathematical equations, and hardwire the electronics that operate the lights. Dr. Nancy Sebring and other district administrators accompanied the Lieutenant Governor as they experienced this unique after-school program together.
So what I think is fantastic about this class is that it provides exposure to the kids, to the electronics and a little bit of engineering. They build something and then they get to take it home. And the only prerequisite to taking it home is that it work when the class is done.
Nightlight Robotics is funded through a 21st Century grant and is just one of the district's many STEM initiatives.
The main focus is academic programming, and then we also offer enrichment. So this program today was an academic program focusing on STEM, which we have happening in all of the 10 schools that the grant provides funds for. So we have about 2,000 kids involved in after-school programming through the 21st Century grant in Des Moines. It's pretty amazing.
U.S. Senator Tom Harkin visited the downtown school at their new home in Central Campus. Harkin toured classrooms and learned about the school and spoke about legislation that was recently approved by his committee to make significant changes and improvements to the Elementary and Secondary Education Act. As the chairman of the Senate Committee on Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions, Harkin highlighted a few of the committee's changes to the act during his visit.
If I were to sum up our bill that we reported out of committee, it would be this: that we are entering a new era of a partnership between the federal government, state, and local school districts. A real partnership. And so we want local school districts to be able to have the freedom to try different methodologies of teaching, to give them the freedom to do that. And that's why I say our bill, getting away from this idea of teaching to the test, we're trying to promote a richer curriculum for kids.
In other news, Harding Middle School students participated in Meals from the Heartland on November 18th. Meals from the Heartland is an Iowa nonprofit organization that prepares meals for starving people around the world. Approximately 5,600 meals were assembled and packaged by 160 members of Wolfpack, the school's student leadership group.
One of our main goals is for our students to see past our school, see past Iowa, see past their neighborhood, so they can start understanding that there's a bigger world out there. And every month we do a service trip or service project that helps them exceed that, help give back not only to the community but to other people around the United States and the world. So today this is helping them understand that the world is bigger than themselves. They can also see that that service is going to go somewhere positive.
That's all for this edition of DMPS-TV News. If you'd like more on these stories, please visit www.dmschools.org. Thanks for watching.